So range of a function is a bit similar to the domain. As I said, domain is all valid inputs I can give. Range is basically all valid outputs that this function can throw. Right? All valid outputs thrown are generated. So if I have a function like f of x is equals to 1 by x, what is the domain for it? As I have already discussed, minus infinite to infinite except 0. So I should find that range will be only with the valid input. So whatever I give as input, what can that throw as my output? The range is everything for this. Because I don't have 1 by 0, which is the problem. Leaving that part, I can get everything I want. Right? If I want 1 by closer to minus infinity, if I do 1 by 0.000000001, like very large 0.000 for so long, like infinite zeros and then 1, this will be a very large number closer to infinite. Right? So we can generate everything from minus infinite to infinite with this. Even f of x is equals to square root of x, as I said, the domain has to be positive. But as I said, even if I talk about f of 4, it gives me plus or minus 2. Square root of 4 is plus or minus 2. So the range is minus infinity to infinite. Everything is possible as output for this. So what are the generally problem areas for the range? The standard ones we see are this. F of x is equals to, let's say, x square. Squares, power 4s, etc. Here the domain is everything. No issues with that. Irrespective of whatever I throw, the range will always be only positive, right? Squares will always be positive. Minus 10 square is plus 100. Minus 100 square is plus 10,000. All the things that you do from minus to plus infinite will only give me 0 to infinite. It will be the least value of x square will be 0 when x is 0. Everything else will give me more than that. So the range is only 0 to infinite. If I say what is f of x is equals to mod x, right? If you don't know, this mod x is absolute value. Whatever I throw as input, it should always give me only the value of it, ignoring the sign. So f of minus 2 is, mod of minus 2 is 2. F of minus 4 is 4. F of 6 is just 6, right? So for this, the domain is everything. I can give everything under the sun, minus infinity to infinite, but range will be only positive. Again, the same thing, right? It cannot have negative, so it will only have positive. Then it could also be to do with, let's say, f of x is equals to x square plus 2. Right? For this case, for example, I know x square is always positive. The minimum is 0 to infinite for this, but I have plus 2 also, right? So for that reason, it should be 2 to infinite. The range possible is only 2 to infinite. It cannot even hit 0, because even if x is 0, the smallest value for x square, plus 2 will make this as 2 to infinite. Right? So generally these are the standard ones you see, mod x, and play around with that, like 2 mod x plus 3. What is the least value for this? And for this also x square plus 2. So 2 mod x, I know mod x is least is 0. So 2 into 0 plus 3 is the minimum value, and infinite will be the value. So 3 to infinite is the answer for this. And that's how you do with that. So range is basically the outputs. What all are valid outputs for this, for whatever the valid inputs that I can give based on the domain of that function. Right? So 1 by x or 1 by, for example, even 1 by 2x minus 3. When I get something like this, make sure that the denominator should not be equals to 0. That is what I need to focus for this part. And when I see square roots, make sure that the value inside it should be always greater than or equals to 0. If I have something like this, 1 by mod of x square plus 4 or minus 4, okay? So this is in the denominator and also have square root. So inside square root, that is x square minus 4, I should have it positive, not equals to, because if I make x square minus 4 equals to 0, I get 1 by 0, which is also not accepted. That's why I only have to see greater than 0. If it was simply square root of x square minus 4, I just have to check x square minus 4 should be positive. That's it. Greater than equals to 0, because even 0 is accepted for this. But for this case, 1 by the 0 is not accepted. That's why we should only do for greater than 0. Right? These are the things that you commonly get to see as a fraction, 1 by something, or square roots. For this case, you'll see squares, mods for the range, which will give you slightly different answers. So what is the range for x square minus 4? This is easy, right? I said x square, what is the minimum value? It's basically 0 to infinite is the range of x square. X, the minimum is 0, everything else I give it will be positive. So x square minus 4 will be minus 4 to infinite. When x is 0, so 0 minus 4 will give me minus 4. Everything else will be like 1 minus 4 is minus 3, 100 minus 4 is 96. All other values I can take for x minus values, positive values will always give me more than 0. So the minimum is minus 4, that's 0 minus 4, and maximum will be infinite. So the answer is minus 4 to infinite is the range for this.